Denny was like, "Oh, I forgot a tool," so he ran away. And then Tony was like, "It's 11. Gotta hit the button." Look, we even made it within it. We didn't even go through the whole 11 o'clock hour minute.
That's
we made
great.
it.
That's
We did
great.
it on time. It's the last Friday of the month. We're on time. About time.
It's about time to be on time. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, it is the last Friday of the month, so that means trading cards. Denny, I thought you had a fancy one to do today.
An eagle?
Uh-huh.
I was going to. Maybe next month I will do that one.
Oh.
Actually, I tried one. Actually, I tooled it.
Actually.
I'll do it at some point.
Did I ever show you?
Martin
on my
Stoltz.
phone?
Martin,
Yes,
we'll
you
get to
did.
your
That's
eagle.
wonderful.
We're going to
Kevin.
get there.
Mine goes like this.
I wanted to make sure I showed you.
Are you guys going to strap
Good.
before you swivel? Look, we're strapping before we swivel. Denny got that all sorts of caked on with nice, fresh, new jeweler's rouge.
Yes, I did. I caked it this morning.
He caked it this morning.
Wow.
I think
It's
I'll
freshly caked.
So can we go now?
You can go, yeah.
I had a cupcake.
You can go right now.
Oh,
What are you doing today, Kevin?
you know, I have to think because I really didn't have a concrete plan here.
I asked him if he had a plan, and he said, I have some plans. But I don't think that he was talking about this.
He had plans, though.
Oh, maybe ideas. Yeah, you have ideas.
I'm going to do this pretty little flower because I like this.
Hey, guys, you know what Denny's going to do today? A flower. He says...
Hey, you keep wanting me to get out of my box, and that's fine. But I'm still trying to learn how to do what's in my box.
Denny's practicing.
This is
He's
a surprise.
practicing.
It's a surprise box.
A surprise box.
Yeah.
Like
Everything I
Pandora's
do
box?
is practice.
I have to make a box.
Kevin, what are you doing?
I'm not sure yet. I told you.
Oh. He's finger cutting, guys. Look how fun that is. I think you should do a whole series that's just finger carving. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Well,
Like you got your bird, and then you could do, maybe you could just do like critter carves.
Critter carving. Yeah, there.
Why does the camera keep turning off?
I don't know.
Doesn't have a HDMI cord plugged into it.
That'll do it. One moment, please.
That's the one camera you did. I put the battery in it.
That means you did it.
It's a 3-step process.
Oh, I didn't talk about the temperature today. It's not. There was a breeze, actually. I was out back a little bit ago, and there was at least a breeze, which is nice.
somebody,
You had it wrong. I know.
you know, I mentioned I went to the eye doctor today so I could do this. And somebody told me it was supposed to get up to 108 here next week.
You know,
Is that real?
I was going to
Is
say
that
that
real?
next Wednesday. The other night, I was looking at the weather on my phone, and it said next Wednesday was supposed to be 107 at
Oh
that
my
point.
gosh.
But the next morning, I looked at it again, and it said 99. I thought, that's nothing.
It's the weather.
What a big letdown.
Only
But-
99.
But now you're hearing it again, huh, Kevin?
Well, apparently I heard something. I don't know if they might have been lying to me to take my mind off of
Off your eyes.
my eye exam. Yeah.
101 on Thursday.
All I know is it's going to be hot. Hey, Tony, is that how you're going to leave my monitor?
Yep. That might need to use it.
Okay. Rod says that Kevin is waiting for the leather to tell him what it wants to be today. I like that.
You know, at first I thought it was telling me it wanted to be a chicken. And then I realized these hearing aids have affected my judgment.
Oh, is that what it is?
I hope so, because
I think
I
some
ain't gonna
people would
get no
appreciate a
chickens
chicken.
with this, I can tell you that.
Well, you have another card, so you could try again.
No, I'm good with it. This is gonna be what it is.
Well, I'm not saying to stop doing this one. I'm just saying when this one's done, you get to do another one.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
since
before
your eyes,
you get done, you get to leave.
since your eyes are so good.
Yeah, we got to put them to use.
Now that we're swivel, I think.
I was gonna say, since your hearing aids weren't working, you thought it said chicken, but it really said a cricket.
Uh-huh.
Did I place all my accoutrements wrong?
Always, but it's okay. That's why I'm here.
To right wrongs and correct all injustice? Is that something like what you're doing?
Absolutely, I am a superhero. I know I shouldn't say that out loud because usually they're supposed to be incognito, but I'll admit it today and only today, for forever to be recorded in time.
Well,
Well, that's kind of fun.
I thought so.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. Is that like a flying? Sorry, Denny. Is that like a
okay.
flying bird? What is happening here?
That's very nice.
That's called leather art.
Oh, I like it.
Well, good.
I like the art.
Because it's what you got.
While we're swivel knifing, Kevin and Denny are on opposite sides.
Huh.
Hopefully you can tell whose hands are whose. Can you wiggle your fingers, Denny? Yeah, that's Denny's side.
How's that?
Kevin. Well, we have two different blocks. So Kevin is the white and the gray marble, and Denny is the earthy toned marble.
With the pretty little sparkles in it.
Yeah, with the copper. You like some
How come
copper.
you always get the pretty stuff?
But
And I
I got here first.
He gets to choose.
That wasn't a very complicated answer. Well, I know why.
It definitely didn't have anything to do with who's the oldest.
No, it doesn't. But Liz likes you better. She likes me.
I did say you were my favorite thing. At
I
Springfield
give her
Leather.
grief.
On Wednesday.
Yeah, isn't it nice to be known as a favorite thing?
Yeah.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Wasn't that like a movie about things?
Yeah. It was called The Sound of Music.
Ray Floppins or something like that?
No, The Sound of Music. I guess it is the same lady.
Yeah.
Julie Andrews.
Yeah, so I'll give you that much. You had the right actress.
That was actually kind of a cool movie.
They were both kind of cool. That would be more right if you could do that.
That would be more right. Nothing's going to be really right, but this is more right.
Correct. Yeah, Heath, we don't buy marble. Oh, well. Now Tony needs to switch the. Yeah, we're not swiveling anymore.
Yeah, you got to look from different angles between.
Yeah,
Swivel,
we swivel with one.
and tool.
Yeah.
There you go. You can check out that.
Hey, look at that. That's actually okay. We could probably give it a little bit of a zoom.
Little zoom.
Am I making life difficult for people?
No.
Oh, darn.
Not today. But you know what, Kevin? The day is still young.
I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah.
It is that. I think that is your favorite thing to do. Is
Well,
make life difficult.
I'm good at it, so
You are
I might as well
Yeah.
take advantage of the skills that I do have.
Ron, we would love to have you come down. It'd be great. He says one day I'm going to meet the four of you guys.
Oh, that seems weird.
We're always here. Sometimes.
Wednesday through Friday, we're all here.
Sometimes.
Those are the 3 days that you could catch all four of us in the building. Yeah, so Heath, about the marble. There's, I don't know, some company that Rusty's known for a long time. And we say, hey, we need some, 12 by 18s? Is that what these are? Ish?
Yeah, about.
We need some 12 by 18 marble slabs. We don't get to pick the colors. Like, we're not designing cabinets over here. We're just like, what's your offshoots that you're willing to cut up into 12 by 18s that we can buy for not a terrible price? And then he puts them on a truck and he drives them down from somewhere.
Well, these are, most people probably know, these are from a company that makes, countertops,
Yeah.
sinks, and all
Cut the
that.
sinks out.
We do sometimes we'll buy the sink cutouts and they have like the little chunk in them from getting cut out. But these we buy more on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just do
These
the
are
whole thing.
This is an intentional purchase here.
Yeah, otherwise we just kind of throw money in the parking lot, hope somebody comes up with something we can use.
Hey, we're looking to make mistakes here. Anybody got anything?
I don't think it was really very intentional, the marble slabs that we picked. I think we just
Well, to start with, they're not marble, they're
granite slabs that we picked.
quartz to be more.
Marble works well, but it's softer than this granite or quartz, I guess.
Yeah,
Remember when you were saying, were you making life difficult for anybody, Kevin?
yes.
The answer has changed.
Well,
Kevin's the most rock snob. I just like to buy rocks with Kevin's money.
it's always fun spending other people's money.
It sure is.
It's so easy.
Doesn't take a lot of talent either.
Yeah, you don't have to scrutinize things nearly as much. You just that'll work. Put that on the truck. That other one too, in case this one's wrong.
Exactly.
Mhm. If nothing else, this is interesting.
I mean, it's art, so it can't
Yeah.
be wrong.
Right. So what else I should do to this silly thing?
Hey, Michael, how you doing? Steve had a nice neighbor. Gave them the cutout to her new quartz countertop.
That's great.
So it's a good neighbor you got there. I think my neighbors probably want to bury me under their countertops and then bulldoze my yard.
It's all right, they'll die soon.
Every day, it's a day closer.
Here we are again.
Isaac, you're new to this conversation. This is a conversation that we don't not have.
That we don't not have?
Correct. We don't not have. We absolutely have this conversation.
Yes, it's mandatory. It seems to arrive every time. Like when I was a little kid, my sister and I had to share a bedroom. We had twin beds. And every night, our folks would send us to bed while they were watching television. That pissed us off. But we'd be laying there and my sister would say, "Let's talk." I'd say, "Okay, what do you want to talk about?" And she would say, "I don't know."
Is your sister older?
Yes,
Younger.
2 years older, yeah. And that's the way it went. Well, that's about all we had to say.
That was all you talked about?
Yeah.
Not what you're going to talk about?
Yeah,
Well, that was a story that was heading somewhere
yeah.
and ended up nowhere.
I just don't have that same sort of memory. I mean, all of us were 5 years apart.
Oh, yeah?
There's 5 of us, so that was really a weird kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like my family.
I remember, I was about, I must have been, I don't know, maybe 16
4 by 2.5.
when one of my sisters was just kind of able to get around, walk pretty good, and play with little girl toys and stuff like that. And I just remember vividly she had this little plastic doll, for lack of a better word. It was just hard plastic. It had a face on it, and it was whatever. It was blue. I got that, and I remember after school. Well, was it after school? No, it was after supper, and I was sitting there watching TV on the floor, you know, and I was just sitting there like this, just watching TV. And she came up toddling behind me, and she took that toy and went wham right on my head. Oh, you talk about hurt and wake me up. Oh. Mom and Dad just laughed themselves silly. I don't know.
And you haven't been the same since.
I guess there's an argument for that.
Wow.
I never did know why she did that. She never doesn't know either.
She doesn't know either. Kids do
She
the
doesn't even
darndest thing.
remember it. Of course, she wouldn't. She was only like 2.
Kristen wants to try to make a swap next month.
Of what?
She wants to make a trading card
Oh.
size too.
Yeah.
I hadn't checked in on Facebook yet. Sorry, I'm doing other work at the same time. And I'm trying to pay attention to you guys.
Crystal, if you'll look back, I can send you a link to some of the ones, but we have done a floral, like a how to design your layout. That was a video that we did, I think, last year. It was like a not scroll work, but
It's called Sheridan Flow.
yeah, the Sheridan Flow.
If I'm not mistaken. But it's a great possibility, right?
Ryan and I had a good discussion this morning on
I know, I
that.
can't
I wish it would have been on video, really, because that worked out pretty well. I expressed a lot of things I can't do when I'm under the gun.
When are you ever under the gun?
Always. The gun is pointed right now.
Guess what the name of the video was? Sheridan Flow.
Look at you go. Good job, Tony.
I'm probably in my own way here.
Oh, no, you were good where you were.
No, I'm not.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, perfect.
This thing keeps changing on me, Jen. 'Cause earlier it was up here.
Well, Tony has moved the cameras like 4 times since we started this.
My mistake. I'll never let it happen again. Until the next time.
Oh, let's see here. What do we got going on? So let's see. Next week we
The
have.
fair starts today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I haven't been to the fair in probably like a decade.
Yeah, I've got a record going. I haven't been to a fair. I think the last one I went to was in Rochester, Minnesota, when I ran the Tandy store. So that would have been 1977.
Wow.
That's quite a record.
Well, might have been 76, but anyway, I don't plan on going either.
No.
Well, I haven't actually been to the fair, but I have judged the leather competition for the last 2 or 3 years.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do
Yeah,
that this
actually,
afternoon,
I did
aren't
that a time or two. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
But that's not the same as actually going to the fair.
No, that's just going and doing something and leaving.
Yeah.
Rodeos. I got rodeos coming up. That's out of the studio stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Oh, Crystal, I've seen some of those boot purses, and they're pretty cool. People cut the tops off of old boots
Yeah.
and build them into a purse. Those are a lot of fun. So next week we'll have John from the shop who does the rawhide stuff. He did a rawhide lampshade, I think, a few months back, last year probably sometime. He's going to be building a drum next week, so he'll be Wednesday and Friday building a rawhide drum, which will be pretty cool. he is a professional rawhide worker, which I consider to be different than a leather crafter.
Very much so.
Yeah. And he actually does all of the lamps for Bass Pro here in town and Johnny Moore's personally. So that's pretty cool. He's been doing rawhide for a really long time. And so then after that, we will finish our little brick man. And then on the 11th, we have the YouTube play button with our giveaway. So that'll be cool.
That woven basket bag on the docket.
Well, we
anywhere?
switched it with your holster. So it's not until September.
Any advice on entering leatherwork and craft exhibits in a fair? Put something in there.
Do something.
That's really about all you got to
Yeah.
do.
Just do something.
Yeah. Every time I've judged it, people are afraid to do stuff, and the people that do anything at all.
Yeah, they think it's got to be all perfect and
Yeah.
really good, and it's not. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. Actually, the kids seem to have been doing better than the adults because they actually work at it, and the adults are too afraid to
Yeah.
do anything. There was this one young guy this year that did a key fob, and you think a key fob, that's not very much, but it was a strap that was folded over and riveted with a catch on it, and but he had actually tooled this strap. He sit there and pecked around on it and tooled it, and all the other stuff was just they stamped a bird in the middle of something or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, kind of afraid to do anything more to this. I guess maybe I should touch something. I think that's just enough.
Hey, Crystal, I sent you an email on Wednesday, I think, after the show with the rug information. Did you see that? I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh, that's a nice flower, Denny.
Thank you. I kind of like it.
Let's see what we got here.
Well, it's
Yeah,
simple.
that's good.
That's not so simple. It's simple for you because you know how to do it.
Well, it's kind of fun, isn't it?
That is fun.
I like
All right, did we sign it?
What do you mean, did I sign it?
No one would know.
Yeah, you did. He
Yeah.
did.
That's because my signature looks like a mistake.
It's, there. Anyways,
Some archaeologist, eons from now, is going to dig that up and say, wow, look at that signature.
what's on
We're going to have to fossilize it. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll find a way.
No video that day, Dean. We're doing a full day of live shopping on
Let's
the
see.
15th,
What
so
have we
we're
got
taking
for
the 16th
creative
off
stamping tools over
because
here?
we'll be filling orders. So
Oh, I see the perfect.
no video on the
No, I don't.
16th
Never mind.
specifically.
We'll just do that.
Oh, what is out of the studio scheduled? Yeah, so that means we just won't be doing a video. That's what that means. Sorry, I don't think I understood your question.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, but now I do.
That's why I was talking about the fair and such.
Gotcha. Denny's got his fancy pedal pushers out.
I
You love those
ever
things.
since I started using them, I can't keep from using them.
Hey, that's
It adds so much
yeah.
depth to it,
Maybe I
You
could,
got the front one?
Yeah, I've got.
What?
Denny's front.
wonder if I could make a way to.
Uh-huh. So these are Ed LeBar
Incorporated pedal pusher.
pedal pushers. Then he's got the whole 4-piece set, the 4 different sizes, and he just thinks that they're just better than shirts. Shirts on a pocket. Shirts on a pocket. Pocket on a shirt.
That was pretty.
Well, that's quite a deal.
I love
Shirts
it when
on the
there's
pocket.
some shirts
I
on
gotta
a
go put
pocket.
my pocket on. Guess that's better than shockets on a purse.
You know, and I used to, when I very seldom use these, but when I did, I'd always push under there and then lift up.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, just twist. He said, don't lift, just twist.
Just wiggle.
And that sure makes a difference.
We're going to twist and shout.
Yeah.
Ow!
Make sure you shout, Denny.
Is a pedal pusher the same as a pedal lifter?
Yes.
Yes.
Pedal pusher is slang from Springfield Leather Company.
Just a little bit at a time.
And it's actually cutting that.
Yes, it actually cuts. See, before, the ones that I had, I would always dull the end because I didn't want to cut. I just wanted to lift,
Yeah.
you know?
This is a whole new world for Denny.
Yeah, that's not how you use these things.
Maybe I should think before I do something.
Oh, don't start that now, Kevin.
Well,
Those are cute little corners. Little Art Deco flares. Oh, poor William. He's been on the phone with tech support for 2 hours.
Did you get an answer? That'll make it even worse.
That's pretty cool. Michael said that Ed LeBar has a class on translucent butterflies, and you use goat rawhide. And Michael, are you just painting it, or are you? I mean, I wouldn't think that you could carve it, but maybe you could mold it and make a physical butterfly. We're helping Dean get smarter. He appreciates it. Man, those sure are lifted.
They are lifted.
They are 3-dimensional.
Now I have to go back over them when all is said and done because while I'm doing the rest of this, I'll kind of flatten them back out. But I needed to get them cut before I did the rest of everything else.
Hey, Wayne. On a belt with a lot of use, how long will they stay lifted?
Depends on how deep you make them. You know,
they're going to flatten out.
Yeah,
after a while.
On a belt, I wouldn't cut them very deep. I would just actually lift them rather than cut deep.
Yeah.
They look really cool at first. They look really cool when you show it to somebody, because everybody's cool. Wow, look how cool that is. Yeah. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, but it makes where you do that, it makes the leather pretty thin, you know, so it doesn't have enough body to hold its shape. But for something like this, it's just going to be sitting there. People aren't going to be mashing on it, you know.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a better for a flat project of sorts. Something that's going to stay like a purse front.
Right. Yeah, it would be okay on a purse front, but even at that, you know, it might flatten out some, but I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah. Don't worry, just be happy.
Yes, don't worry.
What are you doing over there, Kevin?
I have no idea. It's not required, is it?
I suppose not.
You keep asking me and pestering me to do these things, so I just assume that knowing what one is doing is not one of the main requirements.
Now that he went to the eye doctor and he can see, turns out.
Understood. I need to make a plan for you.
Oh, that sounds horrible. Completely terrible, actually.
Knows the sun is not so bad. It can be worse.
You don't have a matting tool over there.
Yes,
You do?
I do, but it might be bigger than what you want.
That'll work.
Who do we have chilling outside the door?
Rusty's giving a tour.
Rusty's giving it to her.
Well, I'm sure he's going to show him that big Moscone splitter that we're all crossing our fingers and hoping will function.
Look, you have no idea how lucky you guys are.
Oh yeah, boy.
Very many tools.
You are so yeah. You are so fortunate.
Oh, we're good.
You're welcome to come in.
Yes, please do.
Doesn't require any talent to be in here.
This is just our tooling card
Might help if
Fridays.
you're not real bright. You got your little pedal pushy lifter
Yeah,
thing.
right there. Any of them you want.
How do-
There's different sizes.
I need a big one.
Probably one of those two.
That's a big one.
Ooh, that's a hunker.
There's one that's a bit smaller
Yeah,
than
we
that.
just need a little
Where are you guys
less,
from?
a little less funk.
Butler, Missouri?
Okay.
Oh wow, I was just there.
Butler.
Some crud stole my truck out here in front of the store, and he drove it and got picked up in Butler because it ran out of gas up there. And they called me and they said after we went through and jumped through a few hoops, they said I could go up there and get it. So I did. It cost me like $90 to fill it with gas because Butler's not the cheapest place for gas in the world. But they found $6 in the cab that wasn't.
Oh,
mine,
nice.
So,
made money on it.
well, not exactly.
That's you 94.
But anyway, that's why I knew about Butler.
Well, I wish you'd had a better experience with it. It's not all bad.
Well, it worked out kind of good if you ask my wife because they have that. There's some kind of hardware store or plant place there, and
Stop on the market.
yeah, she just went in there and spent a whole ton of money.
She spent more than $6, I bet.
Yeah, well, they got pretty good peaches in there, too.
Oh,
Well, we weren't there for that, but
sounds like you're gonna have to go back.
let me tell you, no, I never have. I'm done with Butler. You guys can leave.
Oh,
But it was a nice place. It was a nice drive. Kind of out in the Toolies.
did you guys go up 49 or did you come up 13 and over?
Sure.
Just took the GPS way.
One of
It's
those.
called Google. And whatever way that was is the way we went. But it was, it was a nice ride. It wasn't overly long. What, a couple hours, I guess, or something. And the
Get to
lady
go
at
unplanned adventure.
the gas station or wherever it was we picked it up at, she was nice and everybody was understanding. They got and then the guy didn't even hurt my truck. That was kind of nice.
Just took it for a ride.
Yeah, they just took it for a joyride.
Well, it's kind of funny because he was in Arkansas and a state trooper gave him a ride to Missouri because he said he wanted to get somewhere in Missouri. So we got up here and ends up walking through our parking lot and stealing my truck. And
Sometimes I leave the keys in it.
when they picked him up, when they stopped him and picked him up in Butler, he said he was on his way to Iowa, to Mount Pleasant, which is where the prison is. And
They said, we'll help you get there.
Do you say I'm late?
the trooper said, no. The trooper said, is this your truck? He says, yeah. He says, really? Did you steal this truck? Now tell me the truth. He said, yeah, I stole it. So anyway, worked out.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, all in the course of a day.
Uh-huh. It was like
You'll never
24
forget that
hours.
day, will you?
No,
And you'll always remember about
I will. The place that sold all those plants to my wife. And that was okay.
Don't let him fool you.
That's
He's
all
a
your money
million
cost
person.
you a day.
She was pretty happy with those plant thingies. That's worth a lot. She had to go because somebody was going to have to drive
Oh, yeah.
one of the cars back.
The highway patrolman wouldn't give you a ride up to.
No, they were pretty understanding though. I didn't have to do nothing. Just got in and said, you can have it. Boom, left.
I'm gonna be the bad guy and take this guy with us.
All right.
All right.
That's our
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We'll see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Small world. Okay, tippity tappity here, right? This is.
Dean says, why do you need a splitter? Because we couldn't be Springfield leather if we couldn't split leather.
Because Dean,
Oh, hey.
you'll call up here and say, I would like a side of 3 to 4 ounce harness leather.
How thick of leather do we buy from Herman Oak?
Full weight, 8 to 11. It's all 8 to 11.
Well, it's skirting.
Or, yeah, I mean, it's minimum. It's all minimum of 8 to 11, except for the Heritage, which is like 5-6. We split a lot of leather. Like a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah, kind of a bunch, actually.
Like it's a never-ending job that Jared gets to do.
We love Jared.
Yes, we do. Because he knows how to run the splitter.
Pretty good at it.
We could have a tap off.
Okay.
Done.
Whoa.
Go.
I think I won. Well, wasn't that fun? Am I almost done?
No, are you? What are you going to do in the middle of that thing?
Well, that's an issue. But I pushed a pedal, not very well, mind you, but I pushed it and it's got it squunched up in there.
You're welcome, Dean.
Let's see.
I would say you could carve SLC and we could put it with your other SLC that was a little squished.
Oh, I don't do good with letters, you know?
How about a butterfly?
A sparrow.
I don't know if I could do good with butterflies either.
A bee. I have some examples.
Not the letter, the.
Well, I guess I could try a butterfly. I've never really done one free-handed.
Do you want a picture?
No, butterflies just got wings, right?
Most of them.
Yeah, but they don't have
Unless-
they don't have wings. They're a caterpillar.
After kids get done with them, a lot of them don't have wings. The wings disappear for some reason.
If you need a butterfly example, Kevin, there's one right up here on the back wall.
You can see
Well-
with your good eyes.
Right here.
I'm just going to pretend I can do it.
Kevin's got it. Look, he's already got one wing down.
kind of pretending I can do it. Put it that way.
Oh, we can't see it?
Kevin can just do it. Oh, yeah, you need to go back to the other one. I'm going to be doing a Viking belt with ornaments that have 4 prongs. Any recommendation on a hammer to use? What are you using the hammer to do? That's gonna be
Good question.
the hammer that you use will depend on the application of the hammering. Hey, Mary, me too. I also painted the interior of my house. It took a long time.
Well,
Mary is a retired professional of art concert, or a professional art conservationist. So she used to restore paintings.
All right.
That's cool. I bought some Renaissance wax one time. I hear that helps do things. I used it on jewelry.
That's quite a story.
I was actually really fascinated because you buy the little tub of Renaissance wax, and then on the back of it, it has, or like it comes like almost like a little pamphlet about using it to restore art or like what it does with art. And it's been a long time since I read it, but I was like, wow, this is a really important product. People put a lot of faith in this thing.
Would you use it on the Whistler's mother or something like that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not a professional, so I can't answer that question. She restored the paintings of the Texas State Capitol
Nice.
for the prongs to flatten them. Oh. Ornaments that have 4 prongs. So you're putting ornaments that have prongs. I would probably do a combination of like pliers to bend the prongs over, like depending on their size, and get them to like bend in the direction that you want. And then you might be able to tap it just with a metal hammer to get them to seat. Kind of like a spot. Are you putting like spots in that have the 4 prong spots? Or like, I guess a lot of our spots have 2 prongs, but maybe some of the bigger ones have 4.
well, it's kind of a deformed butterfly.
As long as it's not defamed.
Well, I guess it is what it is. I should put a smile on his face.
Absolutely.
Aren't butterflies happy?
Of course.
That's what I thought. So we'll just put a smile on his face.
Did you get it in there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's look at it. Are you going to like, so this is your camera right here, Kevin. You see this thing pointing at you right there? That gun in your face?
I'm not even paying attention to you.
I know. See what I have to put up with, guys? For 13 years. 13 years of this. It's longer than school.
Oh, jeez.
For some people.
Doesn't seem like it's any less painful.
Kid that got kicked out of 3rd grade for not shaving, he took longer than 13 years.
Yeah. Anyway, there's my butterfly.
All right, well, these people can see it here, which
I
is
should
what I
have
was trying to tell you.
made some segments in the wings. Or
Oh, he
something.
does have a little happy face.
But I'm not an artist, so it just kind of.
That's pretty artful.
Well, he's.
Look like he's throwing his hands up and cheering.
He does kind of look like he's jumping. Like he's got little,
The jumping butterfly.
it's half grasshopper.
Yeah. So anyway.
Don't use your little matting tool.
There. Put your tool back.
So Michael had maybe not a happy accident, but he made a discovery. He was using some of our oil tan leathers, and I'm not sure exactly which ones he was using, but he was using an SLC oil tan leather. He spilt a full can of soda in the bag. But he learned that leather was waterproof, and it didn't let any of that escape. So he just,
Wow.
yeah. So he was, I mean, I don't know if he was happy about the situation, but he did make a discovery that it was waterproof.
And a very welcome discovery, I would say.
I guess you could be lucky that it didn't leave the bag. It didn't make a mess everywhere else.
We really blew it on that wing. Oh well. It is what it is.
Did you sign that one? He's ignoring me.
What'd you say?
I said, did you sign that one?
Can't believe you would even ask such a thing. I have to sign them because I know if I don't, you're gonna hound me about it.
Yeah. It would also be cool if you could move like 2 inches the other way. Yeah, perfect. I think that was a few more than 2, but we'll take it.
Well, put some little squiggles in here now and then.
How do I make a comment now to enter? Are you talking about for the bag? The drawing?
Dean, you're intern.
Yeah, you make comments on most things. Winky face.
Shaving in the 3rd grade reminded me about a kid I knew in the 7th grade. His name was Arnie Priest. Sure hope he's not watching this. That guy was, you know, he was 16 in the 7th grade.
Oh, no.
Yep. And I don't know, that probably explains a lot right there. But, boy, he was something.
Did he shave?
Oh, boy. Yeah, he had to. But he always picked on me, and I picked on him. I was told him he was dumber than a block. He didn't like that. He would stick.
He didn't like that
like
a bit.
that.
Well, I mean, but he would stick me in a trash can at
Oh, because he was 16.
there, and oh, he was a big strapping guy. You know, he was strong.
Like an iron worker, huh?
Well, to give you an idea, he was 16 in 7th grade. When he was 18, he went into the Marines.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So he just said, to heck with the rest of the grades.
Well, yeah, he didn't need that. I mean,
Did
he anyway, one
he
day
make it out of the Marines?
we had to, we had a study hall together, and after study hall, we had to go to math class. And then the study hall was in a huge, long room in this little farm town. It must have been almost as long as our store,
Okay.
probably 70 feet, or 80 feet. And what we had to do was when the bell rang, we'd get up, go off to one side, and we'd walk down the aisleway. There was classrooms that had a door opening, and we'd walk past one of those nice big classrooms, and then we walked to the far one, which was math class. And old Mrs. Becker was the math teacher, and she was older than dirt, and she's just a big old gray-haired old farm lady math teacher. She was old-fashioned.
So we're going
Everybody
to
in
count
that
chickens
school,
today.
every teacher in that school is well familiar with Arnie because
He'd been there for a while.
he wasn't all that bright. I don't know how else to put it.
They kept passing him to each other.
They're like, we just want this kid to stick around a little longer. We'll just keep him rotating.
Anyway, I had told Arnie something during study hall and it made him mad. And he said, I'm going to throw you in the trash after math class. And I said, well, wasn't much I could say. so we
Say which can?
the bell rang. The bell rang, and we were all walking single file. There must have been 20, 25 of us down to the math room. And when Arnie was about almost to Mrs. Becker, we all had to make a turn and go into this room. And I was about 3 guys behind Arnie. And when he got right up to Mrs. Becker, I just reached around and I stuck my pencil up his butt. I mean, and it was sharp. I sharpened it. And I stabbed him in the butt. And he just went, whoa!
Yeah, I bet.
Right in front of Mrs. Becker. And she thought she was going to die. Oh, it was pretty funny.
Did you definitely end up in the trash can after that?
Pardon?
Did you definitely end up in the trash can after that?
Oh man, did I? But Mr. Zay, who was overseeing the study hall, you know, he was an ex-Marine. He made it back there in record time. They tackled him, and Arnie was just beside himself, and so was Mrs. Becker. And by the time they knew anything had happened, I was in there sitting in math class. You know, when Arnie got up and came in, you know, he was telling them, somebody stabbed me. It was really hard to keep us straight. I couldn't.
They never did get you?
Oh, he did.
He did. But you didn't have any administrative repercussions?
No.
He's got little old 7th grade Kevin there protecting himself. What are they going to do?
But I had a way of getting along with Arnie, you know, a little bit. And
Obviously. Sharp
I did
pencil.
end up getting stuck in the trash can, but you know, I got out and could have been a lot worse.
Oh, I hope he is watching this somehow. He's
Oh.
out there in the world.
You know,
Just
he got
finding out.
shot in Vietnam. He got his
I had a
little
legitimate question.
his little finger got shot, and it took the tip of his finger off. You have probably done something almost as serious with a swivel knife, but he got the tip of his finger shot off, and it was kind of crooked because they didn't take care of it really well out there in the battlefield or wherever he was. So he got out, and they gave him enough money to buy a new Trans Am because of that finger. And that's what he did. He had this new super cool Trans Am, and
Did he carry a trash can in the back?
no,
Labeled Kevin Hopkins. I'm coming for you.
yeah,
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty good.
yeah, I could tell you some Arnie tales. Don't need
I think
to.
that's the best one probably of the bunch. Oh goodness gracious. Well, that was a lot of fun.
I'm done.
We've got 2 doodles from Kevin. We've got an amazing flower from Denny here. So all of you out there, if you are practicing your tooling and you want to make a little card, honestly, we don't care what size it is that you make it. We've got some big ones. Kevin, it took us a long time to get him to use this size because he wanted to use like a Wallaback.
I
But
am never going to do another butterfly.
in any case, send us in your cards and we will send you one of them. If you send me 2, I will send you a Kevin and a Denny. So just, you know, remember that. Send them in, label them. Attention Liz and Tony, or just attention trading cards. The office knows where to take it. We'd love to be able to add you to our backdrop here of, we actually probably need to make a bigger one because we're running out of space. In any case, Dean was asking about the entry to win. So we reached 50,000 subscribers on YouTube the past week or 2. And so we are doing a giveaway for the Voyager backpack that Clayton made last year with Andy that had the
Picture Jasper.
the picture Jasper set in it. It's SB foot, Herman Oak combination, beautiful bag. So all you have to do is comment on YouTube, on our short video, on a live here. If you comment, that is your entry to win. If you're curious, Justin has put the rules up somewhere for you to see. We will be taking entries all the way until the 10th, I'm going to say. And then on the 11th, we will be doing a drawing during our live video while Denny makes us our own leather play button because we think 50,000 is a pretty big deal, and we're going to celebrate ourselves with a leather play button.
What date is that?
The 11th.
The 11th.
It's on your.
I know.
It's kind of on your calendar. We had to switch it.
I
so.
need to go to Kevin's eye doctor though, so I can be
Let me hold Denny's up.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful, man?
That's upside down.
Maybe I should try to do a flower next time.
I like how the whole card is matted around the edge. I think that's really
Yeah,
good.
that's Kevin's
Can
little
you
man.
find Denny's initials on there?
No, they're pretty hidden. Yeah.
You put them under a pedal.
I don't do tiny very well.
Denny's okay if people can see his signature. It's fine with him. It's good with it. Oh yeah,
And if
then,
it's not good, I can say that DL could belong to anyone.
Yeah.
Danny Levito.
done. Oh goodness. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Okay,
DeVito. Well, but there's Danny Levito.
Could have been.
He was a friend of that guy.
Yeah.
Shorty's
Kevin
friend.
in the trash can.
There you go.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week for our drum. Everybody have a great weekend, and don't die out there of heat exhaustion because it's getting hot. It's been hot, but it's getting hotter.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.